You're watching The Drive, only on Collide TV. I'm Harriette Cole. I'm a lifestylist, an author, nationally syndicated advice columnist, and now a designer too. I create this line of hand crocheted accessories. It's called 108 Stitches. I've been having a great time. I love my life and I love driving. We're in Chelsea, one of my favorite neighborhoods in New York City. And now we're going to my all-time favorite neighborhood in New York City, Harlem. That is right now experiencing a new renaissance, and I love that we can share it with everybody. This car feels good. People are so aggressive. My goal is to not be aggressive. My goal is to be chill, to be zen. I practice meditation. I like to keep that energy when I'm driving. It helps if you're in a car that says, I'm here. Don't mess with me. Give me my space. This car does that. I like it. I believe that the reason I'm on the planet is to help people to discover how to be their best. And so I do that professionally. I coach people on how to present themselves, how to communicate effectively, how to step into their greatness. So every day when I get up, I am looking for ways to do that. And I have had the good fortune of having many different outlets for that. So my drive is just to help to turn the light on in somebody else as I keep the light on in myself. When I moved to New York, I moved here to work at Essence Magazine, and one of my jobs in the lifestyle department, by the time I was running that department, was to test cars because we did an annual car issue. So I tested the luxury cars and my assistant tested the economy cars. It was perfect. But the best trip I've ever had that I remember that was far away, I was going to Baden-Baden, and we got to drive on the Autobahn. And who doesn't want to drive as fast as you can possibly drive? So here we are in a sexy new sports car, and at a certain point on the Autobahn it says limitless. You can just drive any speed. It doesn't last very long. But to be able to drive at any speed was just fun and sexy, and I loved it, and I want to do it again. I believe I'm in love with the journey. I learned long ago that there are many destinations. There's not just one. But you plot your course. You need to decide where you're headed. But very often the course meanders. So you need to enjoy each moment along the way. And when you can, then you can be happy. And I choose being happy. Part of the reason why I was excited to come here is to show you the Harlem that I know. I've lived in Harlem since 1986. And here is an amazing statue of Harriette Tubman, my namesake. But actually, I wasn't really named for Harriette. This Harriette led the Underground Railroad. My Harriette Ann, my great-great-grandmother, was from the same place, from Calvert County, Maryland, and she was a freed slave. And what she did was to buy back her husband and children right before they were going to be sold off in Annapolis to someplace else. She walked 40 miles from Calvert County to Annapolis with money in her pocket so that she could buy back her family. And that's the Harriette I was named for. You need to understand how you move through the world, how you move through space. And when you are clear about that, when you're conscious about who you are and how you interact with others and move through the world and what's expected of you wherever you're going, then you can move with grace and ease. If any of those factors doesn't work right, like if you don't know what's expected, for example, you can go unprepared, improperly dressed, without the proper knowledge to be articulate in that space, then you feel uncomfortable and other people feel uncomfortable around you. If you aren't clear about who you are and what you're doing, what your purpose is in that moment and just in general, then you can present yourself in a very confused way which makes it hard for people to engage you where you would like to be engaged and where it also suits them. And these little things, when they don't work, it just creates a lot of discomfort. And I'm all about moving comfortably through space and engaging people in a way where everybody can win. And I help people to figure out how to do that for themselves. I often think about the many opportunities I've had in my life. I've traveled all over the world documenting culture, people of African descent. I have worked at amazing national magazines. I've created magazines. I've resurrected magazines. I've written 7 books. I've had a live radio show, television show. I've done so many things. But honestly, my greatest accomplishment is my daughter. I have a daughter who's now almost 11, and she is just the best thing that ever happened to me. My personal mantra is see God in each other. I learned this through my meditation practice. If you practice looking at others and seeing the highest in them, you create the space for a great interaction. And that's what I'm always looking for.